Ye-jin is the woman Hyun chose to build a life with. But long before that moment became a headline, she was already someone time seemed unwilling to hurry. Her story is not one of sudden brilliance or fleeting beauty. It is a slow, steady presence that has remained intact through decades of change, pressure, and constant replacement in Korean entertainment. Today, Ye-jin stands in a place few actresses ever reach. She is over 40, married, and a mother, yet her name still carries weight. Not nostalgia, not curiosity, but trust. In an industry where attention often fades the moment life changes, Ye-jin has become more grounded, more respected, and more compelling than ever. When she appears now, people do not ask how young she looks or how carefully she maintains herself. Those questions feel irrelevant. What draws attention is something quieter and deeper. There is calm in her presence. There is certainty. There is the sense that she is exactly where she is meant to be. This is why the phrase, timeless beauty, continues to follow her, not as a compliment, but as an observation. Ye-jin does not look untouched by time. She looks aligned with it. From the beginning of her career, she was never designed to shock. She did not arrive with sharp angles, dramatic styling, or an image built to dominate screens instantly. Her face was gentle. Her expressions were soft. Her gaze felt honest. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, Korean showbiz was rapidly expanding. New actresses appeared constantly, many brighter, louder, and more visually striking. Competition was intense, and visibility often depended on standing out aggressively. Ye-jin did not play that game. Instead, she offered something rare: emotional reliability. Audiences believed her before they admired her. They trusted her reactions, her silences, her tears. She did not perform emotions, she inhabited them. That sense of authenticity quietly set her apart. As her career grew, Ye-jin became strongly associated with roles rooted in tenderness and emotional realism. She portrayed love not as fantasy, but as something fragile and human. Without ever declaring it, she came to represent the image of the nation's first love. This image was not manufactured. It was earned through repetition, consistency, and restraint. She never exaggerated innocence. She never dramatized vulnerability. She simply remained sincere. What truly defined Ye-jin, however, was her refusal to remain fixed in that image. As she entered her 30s, she allowed change to take place openly. She did not attempt to preserve youth at all costs. She did not resist complexity. Instead, she chose roles that demanded more from her, emotionally and psychologically. Her characters became layered. They struggled. They made difficult choices. They carried scars. And as her roles matured, so did her appearance. The softness of her early years did not disappear. It transformed. Her expressions became more controlled. Her beauty became quieter. Her presence became heavier, not in weight, but in meaning. This transition felt natural because it was honest. Ye-jin did not pretend to be someone she was no longer becoming. She allowed life to shape her image rather than fighting it. In Korean entertainment, where actresses are often pressured to freeze themselves in time, this choice was subtle but radical. Ye-jin did not chase trends. She did not pursue constant exposure. She did not flood the public with appearances. She practiced restraint. That restraint became one of her greatest strengths. While others appeared everywhere, Ye-jin appeared selectively. Each project felt deliberate. Each public moment felt intentional rather than forced. This created anticipation rather than fatigue. Her image was never overused. Her presence never felt exhausted. Over time, she stopped being part of competition altogether. She became a reference point. Younger actresses were compared to her, not the other way around. Her name became shorthand for reliability, longevity, and credibility. When she married Hyun, the public paid attention not because it was unexpected, but because it felt fitting. Two figures known for discipline, privacy, and consistency came together without spectacle. There was no dramatic shift in her image afterward, no attempt to monetize intimacy, no transformation designed to capitalize on curiosity. Son Ye-jin remained herself. If anything, her presence felt more settled, more complete. Marriage did not reduce her appeal, it reframed it. Audiences did not feel loss, they felt relief. Relief that someone they had trusted for so long had found balance rather than retreat. Hyunbin's role in this narrative is not to define Son Ye-jin, but to reflect her values. A man respected for his restraint and discipline chose her at a stage when she no longer needed validation or momentum. That choice quietly confirmed what many already sensed. Son Ye-jin was not admired for a phase. She was respected for endurance. Her beauty, often discussed, cannot be explained by genetics alone. Yes, her features are harmonious. Yes, her face carries natural balance. But Korean entertainment is filled with beautiful people. Few remain relevant for decades. The difference lies in discipline. Son Ye-jin is known for maintaining a stable lifestyle. She avoids extremes. She does not subject herself to punishing standards or dramatic transformations. She protects her mental space as carefully as her physical health. She does not exhaust herself to remain visible. She does not force productivity to meet expectation. This discipline allows her to appear calm rather than strained, present rather than pressured. And beyond discipline lies the most difficult quality to define: presence. Son Ye-jin does not seek attention. She does not compete for space. She does not announce importance. She understands her value without needing to assert it. That understanding shapes everything about her: the way she stands, the way she listens, the way she speaks. Her confidence is quiet, not performative. Her silence carries intention rather than distance. Audiences sense that she is not trying to be admired. She already knows who she is. Even now, she continues to be referred to as the nation's first love. Not because she remains untouched by time, but because that image has evolved with her. The first love Son Ye-jin represents today is no longer innocent or idealized. It is mature. It is fulfilled. It is complete. People do not look at her with regret for what has passed. They look at her with reassurance. She represents a version of success that does not burn out, a version of beauty that does not shout, a version of life that does not collapse under attention. In a world that constantly rushes forward, Son Ye-jin reminds audiences that longevity itself is a form of strength. She does not resist time. She does not deny it. She walks alongside it, calmly and without fear. And that is why, even now, when Son Ye-jin appears, people still pause. They still watch. They still listen. Not because she demands it, but because something about her presence invites them to stay.